at a high school in Michigan called Oxford High School. 3 students were killed in a shooting today. One was a 16-year-old male student and 2 female students, ages 14 and 17. 8 other students were shot and injured, including a teacher. They were transported to 3 different local hospitals. 2 were in surgery and 6 were in stable condition with varied gunshot wounds. Oakland County Sheriff Mike McCabe said during a briefing on Tuesday evening, all parents of the victims have been notified. The suspected shooter was a 15-year-old male student, and he was taken into custody within 5 minutes. Authorities said a semi-automatic handgun has been confiscated. The student lives in the village of Oxford and attended school Tuesday. Authorities said they believe he acted alone. The teen has not mentioned a motive. He has been held at the Oakland County Children's Village and is lodged as a juvenile. The county prosecutor could choose to charge him as an adult. The suspected shooter's parents have not granted him permission to talk. Authorities have hired a lawyer to speak on his behalf. Wow. So it just goes back to it, and it's like I say, sometimes I think about it when I'm doing all these YouTube videos. I'll be like, wow, you do a lot of stories about things that are happening that are traumatic. They're trauma. You used to speak a lot about things that are shootings, killings, this, that, and the third. And I know sometimes people might feel like, wow, why he only talk about the bad things that are happening? I try to put some of the good things in there, but it seems like nobody really wants to hear them when I speak about things like critical race theory and different things like that, right? But as well, we have to look at it in a reality space. These are things that's happening amongst us every day. Every day when you walk out your house. Every day when your children walk out the house, going to school. Every day when you walk out your house, going to your job. You just never know what's going to happen. You don't walk out your house thinking you're not going to come back home. But things happen. And I do these videos to show that, hey, we have to be aware of our surroundings all the time. That's the main purpose of me doing these videos. And that's why you always hear me talk about 360 degrees awareness, 720 if you can. Because it's all about getting you guys aware. Making sure you guys are aware. Whether you're on your work, in your home, at your job, walking your dog. I just want you to be aware so you can be safe. So it's not like I want to report bad news all the time. But I have to call it like I see it. Because you just never know when you could be in a situation and be violated. I'm trying to get people to wake up, not to be fearful, but just to be aware. And that's why I don't mind talking about stories of mass shootings, stories of different robberies and things that people are actually doing right around the corner from you and you don't even know it because you choose to block it out. But we can't choose to block things out that happen in a school in Michigan. Guess what? I'm in California. It could happen at a school in California as well. So my little nieces and nephews that go to school, I want to be aware. I want to hope that they hear me and say, hey, Unc, we hear you. We're going to be aware. We're going to be paying attention when we see one of our little friends on Instagram talking about he's going to shoot up the class. We're going to go and tell somebody. We're going to try to be advocates for it. And that's the reason why I have no problem talking about it. You know, and I definitely invite more people to come to the channel and listen to it and say, hey, he's not glorifying it. He's trying to tell us to be aware. And that's what it's about. So that we don't be violated. And so that we have a chance to even survive situations like this. It's almost like you're prepping for disasters, you know, because we're living in a troublesome time. It's a lot of weird things going on out here. People are doing the most. So if I have those thoughts in my head, it keeps me aware. And that's all it's about. It's about being aware. But at the same time, my blessings go to the 3 young people that lost their lives in the school shooting. And it also goes to the 8 people that were shot and to their families. And that's from my heart, you know. And we have to, that's my condolence to them. I give them my blessings, you know. But these things we have to be aware of because it's not even new. And the more it happens, we tend to get immune to it, where we don't even think about a possibility of it could happen on your job or happen in your school because you're immune to it, because we see it and we hear about it all the time. But the more we see and hear about it, we have to develop an awareness to it. And that's the bottom line. And with that, I'm going to say this is the news in you. North, east, west, south. Unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.
I'm not who you think I am. Your perception is a lesson with a fail grade on it. Steady living life like I would never see the morning. True shit, man, I'm more than pain, I'm more than stain on sidewalk, I'm more than black skin on my face. Destined to be great, gotta elevate. Mind elevation is the game that I gotta play. Gotta win, gotta find escape to a better